Grand Prix sucked. Welcome back to Propaganda. I'm going to do it old school for a minute, and I'm going to talk about Formula One again. It's been a long time. I'm obsessed. But most importantly, I'm not happy. I'm really unhappy. The Monaco Grand Prix sucked. It's got to be one of the most boring races that's ever happened in the history of Formula One. And as someone who is obsessed with the Monaco Grand Prix, I don't know how I feel about it. So, first and foremost, qualifying, it hit. It always does. Thank you, qualifying, for always delivering something. And I'm not surprised at how it went. I'm a little bit shocked that Lando took it from Piastri, and I am very sad that Leclerc did not take pole. He deserves it. I read somewhere on Reddit that he sold his soul to the devil for that win. You can't pay that debt back. Other than that, it was a disaster. And I know why everyone did what they did, but this whole traffic up to win a race, nobody wants that. And that's probably the most tuned in race. And they just showed everyone that we don't care about racing, we just want these. Anyways. So I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about something I do love, is my Monaco Grand Prix posters, which I am now at 4, actually. I'm very proud of myself. So, first things first, it's the first one I did. This is in 2023. Even this paper's getting thin. I didn't even sign this one, but here it is. This is the 2023 Monaco Grand Prix. It's actually the first Formula One poster I ever did. And the reason I did this was just because I just love F1 posters. You know, they're just great to look at. They're artistic. They're maybe not recently artistic, but they used to be really, really nice. And they've kind of slipped. But this was the first one. This is the McLaren MP4 going through the tunnel. It actually is pretty terrible now that I look at it. But it's an interesting sign of what it looks like to learn. So there it is. Number 1, not too boring. Going into the tunnel, no one around him. And then next year happened, and I thought to myself, well, I need to make 2 Monaco Grand Prix posters. Because, of course, the first one I did was like this. And I personally really like this one, because I'm always just trying to try new perspectives and angles. And I guess one of the biggest challenges is that I'm trying to do 24, I think I did 30 of these last year. And these don't take 5 minutes. So I spent a lot of time trying to just keep up. So I did this piece here, and I thought it was cool. You know, you have the tunnel over here, in this section over here, the hairpin. But then I'm like, it's not good enough. The Monaco Grand Prix deserves 2. So I made another one. Again, we have the MP4, the only car that matters. And this was right out by Monte Carlo Casino. Totally different perspective. I actually don't know why I made 2, because I don't think this one is actually that much better than that one. But this is how it is sometimes. You just want to make these things. And it's honestly, I don't know why I'm doing these when I look at them sometimes. Because when I make them, I'm excited, and then you look at them and they're kind of, I don't know. There's style, and there's just kind of putting stuff together. So that's 2024. Pretty cool. But then we go to 2025. And what do we have? We have Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari going around Monaco. The Rolex logo's gone. How are we going to move forward with this poster? And actually, I wanted to take the same corner and perspective, but I've been really trying to push perspective a little bit more. So I ended up with this piece. So here you have Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari going around the hairpin, and a big driver behind this piece was I want to show just how big the cars are now and how tight the circuit is. Because over time, it's just become less and less of an exciting race because of the size of the cars. And I thought it would be a cool piece to have. And obviously I'm not drawing like photorealistic Formula One cars, largely because I don't have the energy. And I know I can, and people might hear that and be like, oh, do you think you can? I can. But here it is. It's pretty good. But it's a little bit bittersweet because I'm sitting here going, you know, I'm willing to invest so much time in these Monaco Grand Prix posters, and the drivers aren't delivering. It's not their fault. So, what do we think of the race? I think I took a nap for 20 laps, which is really sad to say. And at some point I woke up, I fast forward another 10 laps. And then, the race at the end between Leclerc and Lando, where Leclerc was really trying to get something, it was admirable. But for something as important as the Monaco Grand Prix, I think we got to do a little better than that. However, that's fine. Next week we have Barcelona. After that we have Montreal. We're still happy. So, the next piece I'm making for these races is the Montreal Grand Prix. It's my home race. Or the Canadian Grand Prix, as I guess most people would call it. So come in, check it for that one. I think it's the best one I've ever made. And I have no intention. I haven't started sketching any of the next ones because I've got a commission recently. It's Formula One related. I got the show. So we'll see what happens next. So anyways, thanks for tuning in.